Welcome guys to another exciting edition of Transformers Reviews. Today guys, I have been wanting to do this review for a while and I finally got the opportunity to do it. And so even though this figure has been out for quite a while, I still wanted to cover Hardhead. And I gotta say, you know, this tank, oddly enough, it reminds me more of Beast Machine's Tankor because of the 4 separated tread assemblies. And the cannon, how there's so much, like, I kind of wish they would remold this into Tankor. Wait, hold on 1 second. You remember when the last time they gave us a Tankor? Yep, now I do. But see, here's the thing. They sacrificed his vehicle mode to make this crummy, not, you know, whatever they want to call it. Whereas Hardhead's design is actually more adept for what a real Tankor should look like. It's wide enough, the tank treads are correct. I don't know. Anyway, I'll stop tirading on that. This is about Hardhead, not Tankor. One of the things I love is Hardhead's cannon. It's awesome because it's got multi-function use. And you don't even have to have his robot mode deal in here if you don't want to. You could have it removed. And it has a wide range of up and down motion just due to the transformation gimmick also that helps lend some of that to that. So anyway, and I can't remember if this is Duros or Furos, I can't remember. Doesn't really matter. What's funny is some of these headmasters sort of mimic the head they become, or the characters are supposed to represent, which I'm okay with. And Furos, he's a cool guy. I like the combination of gray and green. So one of the other fun things is if you have Duros in the cockpit, you can actually have an additional one, or you can actually have Furos himself. I'm just going to keep switching, so get used to it, guys. Because his tank actually can change, the back part of it can change into a seat for the Titan Masters. So go ahead and put him in here. And you see now you can, I've actually had him in the cockpit and had like the Brawn Titan Master, you know, just kind of manning the cannon. And this can be done in robot mode too. So anyway, I really like it. It's a cool little tank mode with just a little bit of functionality. I kind of wish they'd had a secondary Titan compartment, like right here where it looks like the front cockpit. But you know, it's not a total kill. The coloration's really nice, and just a really nice tank overall. I like it. So anyway, in comparison, you saw him with Tankor, but we'll go ahead and pull Tankor back in. Obviously a lot wider, and as far as length goes, he's actually shorter than Tankor. But what does he look like, say, next to a more recent release like Blastwave? You know, if you have a tank shelf or something like that, I could see these two being on there, even though this is more of an animated style, whereas this is more of like a IDW, more detail-oriented mold. But they don't look bad together. I mean, shoot. Here's all 3 of these guys. So, you know, it just kind of depends on what you want to do. Alright, well, let's go ahead and take a look at Hardhead in robot mode. And so finally, here we are in robot mode. And so, if you notice, he's like the Headless Horseman, except just not magical or supernatural in any way. But if we go ahead and take his Titan Master, there we go, Headmaster. And here we have the fabulous robot mode. Kind of reminds me of someone else. Okay, enough. If only they would give us a Voyager class Tankor, then I'd be happy. Maybe I can get a KO oversized one if they ever come out with one. Alright, Hardhead. One thing about him, I like his head. It's kind of a cool design. I love the little thing, the little vent, well, I don't know if they're vents, but just the overall look of his face and his head. I like it. It's cool. Doesn't look like the one in IDW. If I could be mistaken, but I think he had like a mouth and stuff. But even without a mouth, this version of Hardhead is really cool looking. I just like the overall, the front of the tank forming the chest piece. You can tell the treads, how they became the legs and the arms. That's really cool. He has an appropriate sized rifle. Now that we see it in robot mode, I do like that. And even with his tank deal, if you went ahead and had that on there like that. And you know, he could. It is, like I said, it maintains the ability for you to put the Titan Master in here if you wanted to, if you had an additional one, or if you wanted to swap out the head and have Duros, Furos back here, you could do that. But I mean, he does have you know, a good range of motion and posability. Center it back there, gents. So I mean, yeah, I mean, he's a really cool figure. And if you like tank figures, he's definitely worthy to add to your collection. I mean, I mean, he looks like he could do some damage. And he does have a wide range of motion. He's really cool looking. I love just all the posability you can get with him. So, and he can do a lot more than this. I just wanted to do kind of a general, you know, action pose for him. And, I mean, like I said, his aesthetic is just overall really great. I love this figure. I'm really happy to have him. If you like tanks, tank transformers, or you're just wondering about in general, I would give my recommendation for Hardhead. Like I said, he's been out for a while, so he probably is still pretty easy to find as of the time of this taping. I mean, I went to Walmart this morning and he was there. So definitely, if you guys are looking for a good addition, pick him up. So anyway, that has been the review of Titan's Titan's Returns, Titan, whatever that, you know the line I'm trying to speak of. Anyway, this has been a review of Hardhead, and I will see you guys in another review.